Got a 1983 quarter right here. You believe in fate? Here's the fate test. If it's heads, I'll do it here. If it's tails, supermarket. That is a tails, folks. Which means there's gonna be a loss of a human life, besides my own. Possibly more than one. That's fate for you.
Dallas, Pennsylvania, November 2009. 17-year-old Randy Stair uploads his first YouTube video to his brand new channel, Pioneer Productions, under the pseudonym Andrew Blaze.
Oh my God!
This video would be the first of many uploads in a series of YouTube comedy sketches, introducing the world to Randy, Froggy, and Whale.
He was pissed that you beat him up and prevented him from getting a viral video published on the internet!
As Randy Stair continued to make content for YouTube, he would receive a job at Weis Supermarket. And although he was a good worker, Randy Stair's true passion revolved around YouTube. This passion would be exacerbated in 2011 when Randy Stair would be accepted into the YouTube Partner Program.
My lifelong dream for YouTube has come true. I am officially a YouTube partner, and that is fantastic. I have been waiting for 2 years for this opportunity, and it finally has come.
Just when life looked like it was going to be on the upswing for Randy Stair, on February 8, 2012, his brother's best friend, Tom Lynch, was involved in a car accident on his way to school and ultimately died.
Dead on arrival at the hospital. And that was the first time I got messed up. That messed me up.
This event is speculated to be Randy's first personal encounter with mortality, until 1 month later when Randy himself was involved in a car crash, though suffered no injuries. It was around this time, though, that Randy Stair's mental health started to decline, focusing heavily on death and what waits beyond this physical world.
Doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna die. You'll end up dead one day. It's like right now. Someone right now is going to sleep. They're gonna wake up tomorrow and be dead. Someone's gonna die tomorrow that just went to sleep. And they don't know that. They're gonna go to sleep now, wake up tomorrow, go into the world, and they're gonna die somehow. Car accident, heart attack, some other supernatural force or whatever. Yeah, I think about that a lot too, which is weird. I think about death a lot. I take no shame in thinking about dying a lot, but I seriously do think about death all the time, and it's not a good thing. Death is not fun to think about.
He would also start to become obsessed with a popular Nickelodeon television show called Danny Phantom, a show that revolved around a teenager with paranormal powers, paying special attention to Ember McLean, a rebellious female ghost who snubbed at authority. This infatuation gave Randy the realization that he wasn't comfortable in the gender in which he was born, and began to sneak into his mother's room while she was away to dress in her clothes. Randy would also secretly put on makeup, shave his body hair, and start to skip meals so he can attain a skinnier, more feminine figure like his crush, Ember McLean.
That white stain on the floor, like that splotch you'll see on my carpet, that was an Ember thing. I wanted to make my skin as white as possible to look like her. I wanted it to be completely white, so I bought this body paint, which was like, I don't even know what it was. It was like latex that like, it becomes like glued to your skin and you gotta peel it off. And it got on the carpet, and then it got freaking in my body hair, which like almost never came out at the time. What little body hair I had at the time anyways, but that stuff never came off. It's funny. Yeah, you're over there sleeping, and here I am at 3 in the morning covering myself in this latex.
As Randy's obsession for Ember McLean grew more intense, he began to film spin-offs of Danny Phantom, calling the series Ember's Ghost Squad, or EGS, focusing on a group of ghosts who would recruit new souls in the form of suicidal teenagers. But because Randy had become famous around the characters of Froggy and Whale, it was time to make room for his new family.
Now stop it! Stay here! I'll have a word with you later!
Randy,
Your turn.
Randy, please don't! Cry me a fucking river! You're gonna see! You see this? This is what you caused! You know what you are, Froggy? You're a slob that can't pull his own weight. You're an arrogant prick that feeds off my emotions. Day in and day out, do you know what you do? You bring me down into the depths of despair with a small glimmer for happiness.
why are you doing this?
Because she told me to.
Free now to focus solely on Ember's Ghost Squad, Randy Stair decided to give the characters a new way to reach people by giving all his characters their own Twitter accounts that would commonly interact with each other, though all accounts were under the fingertips of Randy Stair. He would also fall in love with another EGS character, Mackenzie West. During this time, Randy would frequently write in his journals and document his spiritual beliefs, stating that he had faith that all members of EGS were in fact real and waiting for him beyond death. He believed that as soon as he fulfilled his duties on Earth, he would be reunited with the EGS in the afterlife. This perspective gave something to look forward to, as Randy was, until then, very recluse, similar to somebody else that he had looked up to, Eric Harris, one of the two mass murderers responsible for the Columbine shooting in 1999. As his mental health continued to spiral downwards, in February of 2017, at one of the lowest valleys of his mental state, Randy Stair begins to write plans about how he will finally end his own life. As Randy Stair began to count down the date to his death, he would also make plans to put together the series finale of Ember's Ghost Squad, which was to be named the Westboro High Massacre.
Really? Fuck now!
Though Randy reached out to many voice actors and animators, they all disappointed him as they wanted nothing to do with a video focusing around a high school shooting. With the inevitable date of death drawing near and an unfinished series finale for EGS, Randy started working on his final project, doubly named The Suicide Tapes, an extensive collection of footage where he talks about everything on his mind, including the disappointment that he had with those closest to him for not seeing the warning signs before it was too late.
I want to know how many people watch it from beginning to end. I guarantee you not even fucking 10% until they know that I'm fucking dead. Then they'll fucking care. Nobody fucking cares until you're dead. That's the fucking sad truth of life. Watch all my social medias. I can't believe he's dead. I'm so sad. I loved his videos, all this shit. You haven't seen jack shit on my social media since. And after this happens, people will be like, man, I wish I would have talked to them more. Well, too fucking late. People can say they cared about me all they fucking want. You didn't show it. But I was subscribed to you for years. Who cares? You never said anything. People say they care. I don't fucking care. It's too fucking late now.
In April of 2017, with his mother's help, Randy Stair purchases a Mossberg shotgun.
Holy shit!
Oh my god. Oh,
Wow!
crap.
A few weeks later, on April 25, 2017, Randy Stair makes a startling announcement, which would give the lives of others a 50-50 chance.
So here's the deal. Got a 1983 quarter right here. You believe in fate? Here's the fate test. I'm gonna flip this 3 times, or the best out of 3 rather, and if it's heads, I'll do it here. If it's tails, supermarket. I'm not gonna touch it. You will see it as I see it. That's a tails. See that? Number 2. Looking at it. You as I will see it for the first time. It had to be, right? That's a heads. Ooh, one of each. Tension's building up. This is crazy. This is just crazy. Having this come down to the flip of a coin. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. I land behind the camera. Just to the side. Tails. That is a tails, folks. Which means there's going to be a loss of a human life, besides my own. Possibly more than one. That's fate for you.
On May 18, 2017, Randy Stair gives the first public warning of his horrific plan, with many more as the days went on. On June 3, 2017, just 4 days before the massacre, Randy Stair sets his camera up in his car to film himself for the very last time.
What happened? What the fuck happened, man? I swear to goddess, what the hell happened? So, this is surreal right now, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this is gonna be my last video. This is it. The last one. Just looking at everyone at the supermarket. The manager's coming in. Just messing around, talking about this and making fun of this or bitching about that or whatever. And it's just like 4 more nights, your whole lives are gonna be turned upside down. Because of me. I'm gonna fuck your life up. I can't wait. Alright. This is Andrew Blaze signing off for the last time. I'll see some of you soon. Enjoy the rest of your lives. Andrew, out.
On the evening of June 7th, while on break, the final tweets from Ember's Ghost Squad go out, along with all journal entries and suicide tapes that he had been filming for the past 4 months. Approximately 3 hours later, after the supermarket had closed its doors, Randy Stair went from exit to exit, blocking each one with stacks of heavy pallets, trapping everyone inside.
They're gonna be running like crazy, you know? So, you're just gonna have to go for one of them. As soon as I see one, go after them. And that's why just blocking the exits is the most important thing. If they get to the front entrance before I do, yeah, they're gonna be like, oh fuck, it won't open. It's gonna take you like 15 extra seconds to get out, and they're gonna be panicked as fuck. So, yeah, that's closing the double doors there and locking it, that is huge. There's just nothing else I can do about that. And it's go down to aisle 1. Poof.
Once all exits were blocked, Randy Stair pulls out 2 pump-handle shotguns, which he had named Mackenzie and Rachel. He then begins to walk the aisles to confront his co-workers, Victoria, Kristen, Terry, and Brian.
Basically, we were in one of the cashier side of the store, and we both had our headphones in. And I'm in the middle of the aisle, and B and I were goofing off, and then she walked over to where we had our tags for the night, and she was getting another stack to put up, and I heard a couple popping sounds and then a thud. So my reaction was, okay, what did I just hear? And I turned around to where V was to ask her, and I saw Randy there with the guns and V on the ground, and I'm in the middle of the aisle, and they're towards the end of the aisle, so there's several feet away between us. And he let off 2 more rounds into V. And then for probably 3 to 5 seconds, he and I stared at each other, and then he walked up through the next aisle, and that's where he got Terry. So reached into my pocket, and I grabbed my cell phone, and I called 911 while I was in the store. I ran to where the self scans were, and I crouched behind there, and I couldn't see him still, so I ran a little further till I could see where he was. And when I saw that his back was turned to where my location was, I made it to the front doors where he had locked it with a pallet. I was able to reach through to unlock the door, and when I tried to slide it, it wouldn't slide, so I slammed against it and popped it open.
Realizing he had come to the end of the road, Randy Stair takes his final step, turning the shotgun on himself and taking his own life. Within a period of less than 20 minutes, 59 bullets were spent, 4 people were dead, and Randy Stair had fulfilled his wish by crossing over into the afterlife.
The biggest question is, where's it gonna go? What's gonna happen in the future after this to prevent this from happening again, you know? And the answer is, you can't prevent it.